Yeah. No, and I think you mentioned a couple really good points. And one of those is that it's better to eat the real thing than to try to have the healthy version and have 10 times as much. Just get the real ice cream rather than getting the Halo Top, because you'll be able to take 2 bites of the real ice cream, feel satiated, rather than eating the entire bite of the Halo Top and then still feeling like you want the real ice cream, right? I'm such a believer in that. And I think that's so powerful. And I think the second thing you said was like building that trust muscle with yourself of starting to like slowly inoculate yourself into these little environments where you're like, okay, I'm going to have the bowl of gelato and see what happens. And then you wake up the next day and you're like, oh, everything's fine. No catastrophe happened. And then you slowly build this muscle. And then you do it like a step beyond that. And then you continue to strengthen that muscle. And with time, that continues to compound. And now you've regained trust in your body intuitively rather than focusing on this like external mechanism like the food diary, right?
You are so right, Lauren, that the gut is your intuition is a muscle. And I really do believe that the more you listen to your gut, because we all have those moments, and I've talked about this on other podcasts, we've all had those moments where it doesn't even have to be about food. But I'm sure everyone can picture a time when they had a situation happen and they go, I shouldn't do that. Or that something, they don't know why they shouldn't do it, but they're like not feeling it, or they don't feel like they should go that direction, or even a turn in a car. They feel like they shouldn't, and then they get a ticket, or then they're like, I knew I shouldn't have gone this way. The more you honor your gut and your intuition, it is like an algorithm. It will continue to give you the good stuff. So, you know how if you watch one food video, or if you talk about, I'm sure I'm going to get 10,000 ads on my phone about macros after this. Great. But, but if I'm talking about a Gucci belt in front of my phone, I bet I'm going to get ads. And then if I click on that ad, and then
Yeah.
it's just going to continuously build. So your gut really is an algorithm. The more you honor and respect what your gut instinct was, even if you can't explain it, it will continue to lead you in the right direction. I really am a huge believer that your gut is on an algorithm as well.
Such an applicable reference to the current world we live in where everything is an algorithm,
Yes,
right?
everything. So fun.
This is such a great conversation, Eliza. Thank you for sharing. And like I said, just being vulnerable with us. And I think that so many people are going to resonate. There's even pieces of your story that very much resonated with me as well when I was in my early years of health and trying to understand what a balanced lifestyle looks like that's trying to embody a healthy relationship with food and our body, but also really like nourishing our body with healthy decisions, right? So it is such a balance. And I really appreciate you sharing.